My version. I am Nike Adekunle. Voiced by Echeazu, Dorcas, Wija. My version. The other side of the story. Dear listener, you are welcome to a very interesting prosaic rendition of some of the most controversial characters in scripture. In this particular edition, I have traveled back in history to interview some of these characters to see what they have to say for themselves. These characters have for long been negatively labeled. Some of those names have now become synonymous with stigma. It is remarkable that some of these names have been born only once in history. For example, Esau, such that they have become unattractive to modern-day families who hardly christen their children with such evil names. I think they should be given a chance to defend themselves so that we can begin to see them as human beings who made mistakes. Mistakes are common to humans. According to Zig Ziglar, failure is an event and not a person. It is true that these people made mistakes, but so do us all. While it is true that there are lessons to be learned from them, it is also true that people over time have continued to fall into similar errors, but judged themselves softly and expect others to judge them less harshly, especially in this era of grace. Stories can be told from different perspectives, but we all know that sometimes people judge others too strictly. We all want to be judged based on our intentions, but we all judge people based on their actions. It is my desire that you will be able to identify with the human and frailty in these individuals, take a cue from their errors, and avoid the same pitfalls. Have a wonderful listen. Nike Adekunle.
My name is Dinah Jacob. My great-granddad was the great father Abraham. Papa Abraham gave birth to Papa Isaac, my granddad, who in turn gave birth to a set of twins, Esau and Jacob. My dad, Jacob, is one of the twins. I have a very strong religious and cultural heritage. We hold very dearly our values, customs, and traditions. My daddy, said my great-granddad, was instructed by God to leave his father's house to worship him, on the promise that he, God, would bless and transform him into a great nation. You see, back then, they mainly practiced idolatry. Predicated on this promise, my great-granddad left his father's house and people to serve the living God. Papa Abraham believed God and left his parents' house to fulfill God's plan concerning him. Some of the clear instructions he expressly received from God was to serve only the Lord with all of his strength and mind, never to try to imitate the people of other beliefs, and never to intermarry with them as well, because these people were neck-deep into idolatry and other erroneous practices. Union with them may eventually turn his heart away from God. These are some of the direct instructions he received from God, amongst others. Everyone in my family took these instructions very seriously. In fact, we took it as it was a direct command from God. We believed that if we adhered to these instructions, God would transform us into a model for the world to emulate. We actually also believed that obedience to all these instructions was the primary reason why God had helped us to accomplish any and everything we ever accomplished. For instance, my family was very wealthy and influential. My dad never stopped drumming it into our ears that all his achievements and riches were only because he had received grace and mercy from the Lord. Sometimes in my little head, I wondered if all these things I had been told were actually all the truth that were to be known.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?